Hello, Irene Smith here. And today I thought I would start off by sharing a couple things that I found a little bit less than clear when I was trying to learn how to use uh, to play with House Flipper 2. And the first one I need to go to sandbox mode for. And it really was not at all obvious what I had to do in order to um, use, and you can see that I have downloaded since then, the community contest template. But what I had to do was go to sandbox mode, then to mods, and then to mod.io. Mod.io. Now, if this is the first time you've ever gone there, you have to connect it to connect your game to mod.io in order to be able to use the uh, things that are there. And now that I have done that, when I click mod.io, I come up with this, which is basically a directory or some pictures of houses that I can download, properties that I can download and then play with. And come on, there's more. There we go. HF2 community. Oh, some people have uploaded that already. Granny's house. Retro 70s house. Actually, that one looks rather interesting. Mostly because of the shape of it. So why don't we? Okay, so now what do I have to do? Well, first of all, I would probably look at the description and see what's there. Nope, not a quest job. It's just a house to flip. And in order to get it, I click on subscribe. Now, once I've subscribed, I can close this window and it should appear here. There it is. I just have to go to the right location. Okay, so now I've got the 70s themed house and I can play with it. But before we continue, a couple other things I would like to look at first. Downloaded a house to your game, you can play it. Now, I actually, if I wanted to, apparently could further edit the property, but I'm just going to say play. And I don't know if you noticed or not, but the property is actually, I think it said it was in Pinnacove. Anyhow, is that me? No, that's the neighbor. Okay. So this is the property. Interesting. Haven't done anything yet. That would be a kitchen. Living room. I guess that's the back door. Yep. Looks dirty. One of the things that I would love to see in the game is that when you are flipping a house and you get to it and the outside of the house is all dirty slash warn that you shouldn't have to necessarily do the whole house in order for it to. I'm just cleaning stuff up here while I talk. That you don't have to do the whole house in order to. Of course it is. In order to. No. Now it looks so clean. I thought it was open. So one thing I hate about the new garbage, really, it's such a waste of time. Wandering around and throwing, and look at that one. Pick up the garbage, walk to the garbage can, throw it away, pick up some more garbage. I would like to see it. I honestly liked the way it would just disappear. May not be realistic, but in the context of the game, it kind of makes sense. God, don't they get their mail ever? Look at this. Okay, so I'm not going to go much farther here. The main thing I'm curious about, because this is the first community property I've actually worked on, and I'm curious to see whether you have to start fresh every time. Oh, gosh darn it. And see, that's why it bugs me, because it's bad enough that you have to keep running outside to throw it away. But if you don't happen to notice the sound it makes when it's full, you end up just throwing it on the ground. It's just, as far as I'm concerned, it was a waste. That change was a waste. But that's me. Maybe there are people who think it's fantastic. Who throws the bathtub? Oh well. Anyhow. Okay, so I think what I want to do right now is I'm going to go outside and throw this stuff in the garbage, first of all. And then, oh, come on, seriously? Did it go in, or did it just fall on the ground somewhere? Darn. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to save it. We'll go back to the main menu. We'll continue the game, because the second thing that I wanted to show you is how to import images into your game, to use your own images. So this is an empty room. And what I'm going to do is, well, first of all, I'm actually going to tab out of the game because I'm not sure where the images are that I want to use. I have some in the folder for the game already, but I want to add some new ones. So you can see this is, we don't need that window anymore. What we want is, let's go in here and let's go to pictures. By the way, Eleanor is the name of the computer that I had before this one. This one is called Deep Thought. Maybe I shouldn't tell you that. Anyhow, we got screenshots. We got, where's social media? There it is. Okay, so I got a whole bunch of pictures here. And what I'm going to do before I go in is just copy this address so that I can get to it quickly. Actually, I don't even have to do that. All right, let's go back to House Flipper 2. We want to go to decorations. We want to go to pictures, just because it'll make it easier to find what we're looking for. And there's one that has a fairly narrow frame. And we are going to change the style. We are going to, actually, I want to make that ebony. And we'll leave the map the way it is. We'll say custom picture. Now, when you say custom picture, you get a whole list of the images that were included with the game. And those are here. But if you look up here, there are two tabs, built-in and user. And the user tab is where the images that you've already imported into the game are located. And if I hit this plus sign with the mouse, I end up out here, and this is the folder that contains the in-game images that you've imported. And note that they're all JPG files. So let's go here and see if we can find something interesting. Here's an interesting one. This is, I'm going to copy it only because I don't want to move it. And when I get over here, I'm going to paste it. And in my case, I'm going to rename it to Chance, which is the name of the cat. And when I go back to House Flipper, that image, you'll see, has appeared. Now, if I pick that, I can actually, I may have to pick it again. I can't remember for sure. No, I can. Okay. Yeah, let's use size 2. And we're all ready to go. And all I have to do now is buy it. And the nice thing about House Flipper 2 compared to House Flipper 1 is that in House Flipper 1, you actually had to click the buy button. And I was so used to the fact that when I wanted to buy something, all I had to do was hit the space bar. I was constantly hitting the space bar. And now I've got it. I can change the size. I can change the mat that's around it. And I actually did one that had a, well, I'll show you. That's one. Let's do another one. We're going to do a custom picture. And I want to use this one. And I am going to make, I wish I could actually pick up a color from the image, but I'm going to make the image, the mat. Well, hello, Coco. How are you?
Oh, that's my name now?
Oh, Merc. I forgot. Well, Coco is what I call you when you're not around.
When I'm not in the,
I mean, when,
the
you know what I mean, when Matt's not around.
When I'm on the show?
Right. When you're on the show, you're Merc.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's your acting name. Coco is your real name.
Mm-hmm.
Merc is your character name. So,
Mm-hmm.
anyway. So,
I had cream cheese in my mouth.
yeah, well, that can be tough.
I had to carry the cream cheese out of the room.
The interesting thing here
What's
is
going on
that,
here?
come around, I'm giving tutorials. I showed how to import a photograph.
Ooh.
And this image is
Yes.
something that I drew. You can see my initials on it right there,
Ooh.
right up under the dragon's chin.
Woof.
It says IPS, that would be me.
Yeah.
Anyway, so that's how you import pictures. And I mean, you could keep a link to that folder on your desktop and open it up and put stuff in there whenever you want to. And the game will actually recognize stuff that you put in yourself. And it's pretty simple,
Okay,
I
well,
think.
you enjoy more tutorials. I have to deliver cream cheese now.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Bye.
Bye, Merc. So, that's that. Now, I do want to show you the property I've been working on as well, but I'm going to take a break for just a moment before we go there. And when we come back, we will go and because I wanted to have something for everyone. So once we've done this, and when I come back from this, we are going to go to a property that I've pretty much flipped. I'll show you through it, and then we'll sell it. So see you in a few. So we're back. And before I give you the house tour, I want to actually, we shouldn't be here. We should be at the main, well, we'll save it just in case. Going to the main menu, going to sandbox mode. Now, did that show? No. No. Okay, what happened to my house? There's that. But that's not good. That's nice, but I had oh, maybe. Oh, there it is, tiny house. Now, the tiny house is the one that I created. I guess under mods, yes. Okay, so we need to go to mods. And if I go to this, let's see what happens when we say play. So now when we say play, I can either continue decorating it as I was, or I can reset the progress. Well, let's continue and see if that works. And one of the things I've noticed, by the way, about this version of the game, the new version, is that, wherever you left, wherever you were in the house when you left it, is where you are when you come back. Anyway, so I'm just going to save this and leave, because what I really want to show you that does load a lot faster. What I really want to show you is this charming hideaway. Okay, I haven't really done a lot with the outside of the house. I cleaned it up. I repaneled some of the sections. Well, you'll see when we get there. And I have to say, it does load faster. Of course, as we add houses and gate and maybe other jobs and so on and so forth, it won't be so fast. Now, the one complaint I have is that I shouldn't really have to repanel the whole house just because it's dirty. I should be able to wash those panels. But, so let's take a quick walk around the outside. You can see that in several places the panels are worn, but all around the house I put in this stone. And the nice thing is that when I first got here, the stone was only on this step, and I was able to use the copy tool to load that and use it. Now, I also did the same thing with the green paneling. However, in places where it's damaged, it will not allow you to replace it. And, well, I really didn't take the time to redo all the windows and stuff like that. But this is a house that, no. Oh, interesting. I forgot there was a little bathroom there. Well, let's do it really quickly. Bathroom fixtures. We'll make a half bath out of this. I'm pretty much just going to leave it as it was and just put in a sink and a toilet. Mostly because I can't stand the thought of just leaving it empty. These rooms are so narrow. They're not really fun to decorate. Okay, so that's the little bathroom. Is there a light switch in here somewhere? That's weird. Oh, it's outside. Okay. And another thing that I need to do I hate painting. But we'll do it. So I'm using a combination of, actually, of the, oh, come on, of the mouse and the roller. And I mean the mouse and the WASD keys. Because it's funny, Mousy swears by it. I don't feel entirely comfortable with it. But that's just me. I will if I take the time to get myself to learn it. All right, so in here we have a kitchen, and I'm not sure I like the color combination there, but I'm going to leave it for now. We have a dining room. We have a living room area and a fireplace, which hopefully one of these days will actually work. I've got the TV. Now we've got an umbrella stand here. And really, like I said, I mostly kept what was there. But, oh, an interesting thing is that windows that have shutters, you can open and close the shutters, which you could not do in the in House Flipper 1. Now, the downstairs of this house is there was a basement down here, and I've finished it. This is, by the way, that technique that I talked about in my other tutorial about how if you take wallpaper and pick the same color for foreground and background, you have what looks like a textured paint. This is our Christmas tree in my home from several years ago. And this is a private bath for this bedroom. So if we go back upstairs, and there is an upstairs. Here's the upstairs. You've got a nice view out this window and a chair to sit in. And in here we have a bedroom and another bathroom for this bedroom. Now this bathroom, I use green tiles on the walls. I use that. I kind of tried to do the same thing with tiles that I do with the wallpaper, picking the same color. They don't look like the same color though, do they? Anyhow, and we have a window here, which makes almost like a framed painting. It's lovely. Got the toilet, got the sink, towel racks, and then over here we have, this is the way, basically the way it was. It was a gardening area, an area for doing gardening. All I did was refinish the walls with the same wood panels that are on the bottom of these walls. I like, oh, that one, now that is weird. That one is horizontal. Those are all vertical. Maybe I forgot to do it. But for now, we'll do better next time. I'm still learning. I'm still buying these properties, doing them, flipping them, and just to get the experience of doing it. All right, so that's this house. And I am going to sell it. I did not do anything with the garden, really. The next time I buy this house, I think I will. All right, so let's sell it. Go to the auction house. Wow, close to $300,000 we spent. Let's put it up for auction. Okay, what is the most? This one, Nancy Harris. Nancy Harris gets the house because she's offered me a $169,000 profit. So thank you, Nancy. And that's the end of that. Now we're back at our house. I've not really done a lot here, but tell me what you think in the comments. Do you think I should finish this house before I do anything else and show you the work I'm doing? Or, this is my dragon again. I really like that dragon. Anyhow, or should I do another flip? Or, this is the third option, should I go and build a property and add some quests and things like that and put it in the community? Tell me what you think. And remember, if you have not yet subscribed to my channel, please do. Please like this video, share it with your friends, and make some comments. I really want to hear. I really, really, really want to hear from you. See you on Friday.